Hi guys, I'm Yuri. Welcome back to my channel. So today is part 2 of the discussion series about female body in society. Welcome back. So today's topic is menstruation or period. The reason why I decided to choose this topic as a discussion is because there are many stigmas and taboos around it in many societies, regardless of areas, countries or cultures. So I want to deconstruct the issue surrounding menstruation. So let's get started. So periods tend to be considered as something dirty, shameful or unpurified in many societies. Because of these kinds of perspectives towards menstruation or period, the issues surrounding period have not been discussed well, and one of the main issues is period poverty. So the period poverty describes the situation that girls or women can't have access to sanitary products or sanitary services, so that they can't go to school or workplace or anywhere. And this problem is huge around the world. So you might think that happen only in developing countries. Of course there is such issues in developing countries, and that's very huge issues there. But also in developed countries, period poverty has been a serious issue. So for example, in the UK, 1 in 10 girls have been unable to afford sanitary products, and in the US, 1 in 5 girls have missed school due to lack of period protection. And it's very surprising that even girls and women in the developed countries haven't been able to afford to sanitary products or services, so that they need to miss school or work. And that's huge issue around the world, as you can see. So why it is happening? The main reason is because nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about periods. Nobody talks about issues surrounding period. Even there are some issues or problems surrounding it, like, like the government does not do anything about it, and girls and women's voices tend to be ignored by such authority. As a result, there is an inadequate care and services for girls and women. I mean, I'm saying girls and women, but basically for people who have period. So I've talked about the statistics about period poverty, but there is also another issue here in Japan as well. Japan is one of the few countries which provide menstrual leave for female employees, but in 2015 only 0.9% of female employees took a menstrual leave. Less than 1%. What the? Oh my god. And you might be curious that why that happens. Like, you might think, oh, maybe women don't need such menstrual leave. But is it true? According to a research, almost half of the female employees answered that they had to take a painkiller at some point during their period. So obviously, many female employees, I mean almost half of them, have been struggling with period pain. So it means maybe they need to take a leave. And also the research shows that the top reason why they did not take the leave was due to lack of human resources and understandings at workplace. So there is a certain amount of women who want to take a menstrual leave, but they can't because of lack of understanding from surrounding people, and also an inadequate structure provided by the company. So that's, even if there is a menstrual leave system, if nobody uses, that's a problem, although there is a need. So I have an account on Twitter, and sometimes there are tweets about women tweeting that male colleagues or bosses are not understanding about how painful the period is, and they're saying like, oh, isn't it just one day thing, or oh, is it just period? And you know, that's, oh my god, it's such a, you know, that's the reason why people who have periods have been suffering from certain social issues. I think, I don't know, thinking about why these kind of social issues are not aimed to be solved in many societies or in many countries is because in most countries, I mean at least in Japan, it's very male dominant society in regards of politics, because people who are making policies are not experiencing period. Unless they are trying to listen to people who have periods, they wouldn't try to solve such issues around periods or menstruation. That's what's exactly happening in Japan, unfortunately, and it may be applied to other countries as well. So I think it's very important to raise awareness about these issues surrounding menstruation, and that's why I'm creating this video. Basically, we as a human having periods need to raise our voices to change the situation, to change for the better, and try authorities or policymakers to listen to us. I will try to raise my voice here on YouTube or on Instagram, and also on Twitter, basically all of my SNS accounts. I know what I'm doing is really tiny thing, but I believe what I'm doing leads to a huge movement in the future. I mean, like there have been some movements about period poverty and some social issues around period. So I really hope this movement will grow more and more, and hopefully policymakers listen to us and create some solutions. Oh, and one last thing, I'm telling you a fun fact. So in Japan, it took about half a year for the government to give approval for Viagra, while it took 34 years for the government to give approval for contraceptive pills. Oh, what an enjoyable fact! So basically, female voices or female health tend to be ignored. So we really need to raise our voices and get things changed. So what do you think about this topic? What is your opinion? I'm very curious about your opinions or your experience as well. So please share in the comment section. And if you like this series, if you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe my channel. So this is discussion series about female body in society and part 2. Today's topic was menstruation. So part 3 is coming as well, so stay tuned. Hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!